We are going to talk about basic editing in videography. Basic editing includes three essential transitions which are commonly used. First is cut, the most basic change of scenes. Second is fades, usually used to start and conclude the videos. Thirdly is wipe, implies importance of succeeding scene. For this demo, we should be using the VSDC video editor. It is a freeware and non-linear editing app. There are a number of features, but these are available on upgrade. Basic formats are available for free. If you have already started the project, then just go ahead and use this open project icon that would lead us to our saved project. Just take note that the file extension name is vproj or video project files. But if you have to start anew, then this new project icon would lead us to the settings. And just go ahead and change the name. And there are other settings to fill in if you want to. You can also change the frame rate, the resolution, also the background, but the template is on upgrade. So that's it for the settings. If you are okay with the settings, then go ahead and click finish and it should lead us to this panel. Now this seems a little more complicated than the usual movie maker that we were using, but this is definitely user friendly too. Now there are several tabs here that serve different functions. Views for the windows. The one that I usually use is editor and export project. Conversion is while exporting a project. Tools, these tools are on upgrade. And activation is for upgrade. So let's go back to the editor tab and try to upload our first video clip. Well, we have these buttons here, but we can also see this on this add object icon. So it's also here. But for convenience, we should be using these buttons. So let's pick our first video clip. Open. There are settings here. We want to put that from cursor position. We can put on the position and duration, but I would rather do it on the timeline window. So as you can see, this video clip is about 25 seconds when we should be using only 5 seconds of it. 5 seconds of this video clip. So let's try to cut this. I remember I adjusted the camera twice, so let's cut that out. There. Okay, let's use this trim start to remove that first part, that beginning part. As well as we can also trim the end part. Just put on just make sure the marker or the cursor is on that point that you wanted to cut it out. Now let's trim end, and there you have it. We have our first 5-second clip. Now let's go ahead and add another. Now let's add this second one. Let's do the same. Just click OK. It would also be on our timeline window. Let's do the same. Trim part of it. use the trim start. Okay, and we would also cut some part at the end. Okay, there. Again, the trim end function. Let's put it together. But it looks like it is longer than our first clip. So let's go ahead and trim some more. Trim start. Okay, now we have our 2 video clips. We should be repeating the process until we have all the video clips that we wanted. We are on our 4th video clip. We should be needing only a part of this, a very short part of this. Again, we are going to trim parts at the start and at the end. Again, trim start. Just a few seconds of this. Okay, enough. And trim end. Now we have our 4th video clip. And we have our 3rd. Now we wanted this 4th video clip in between this 3rd video clip to have that effect of it happening spontaneously. So we put the cursor at the point we wanted to cut it. Instead of using this trim start and trim end buttons, we would be using this cutting and splitting function instead. It should lead us to this. Take note that we have put the cursor at the point we wanted to cut. Add marker. Should be reflected here. And just go ahead and apply changes. A message prompt. Split the file using the set of markers and remove the source object. Yes, you wanted that. So just click OK. Then we should have the 2 separate video clips now. So yes, now we can put this 4th video clip in between them. So let's see how that goes. Okay, now let's proceed to transitions. First, let's do the cut, which we are actually doing by adding several video clips next to each other. So that basic change of scenes from 1 to 2, and especially that 3rd video clip that we added, 4th video clip in between of that 3rd. Now let's add in fade in at the start. Again, still at the editor tab, we will find that video effects. There are several types: quick styles, adjustments, filters, transforms. This is more on the shape, transparency, fade in. There's where fade in is, special effects, and the transitions. Now we're gonna use the fade in. But first, make sure that the video clip is highlighted. So let's do that again. Fade in. Just click OK. And there it is. It should be reflected here at the Objects Explorer. So it's on our first video clip. Let's see. There it is. So there's our fade in. Now we have to add another video clip, the fifth video clip, to put on the wipe effect or wipe transition. Again, okay. Again, it's reflected here at the Objects Explorer. You can also change the properties. View and change the properties here. There are settings here that you can adjust, that you can actually adjust. The type, the mode, the speed of the transition. Let's see this door. There are several options. Let's try center. There are several options for modes under center. Let's change that center to side. Right to left would be okay. Yes, right to left. Yes, then there it is. You have your wipe transition. Now if you're done with your project and it's okay, you're all okay, we are now ready to export the project, save the project. Under this tab, you can change the settings here, the profile. Just make sure that it is saved at high quality. I'm using this format, this type, AVI. And then just click on the export project icon. Okay, just click on continue. And the exporting process should start. There's a preview pane if you don't want to, just click it there. The status of the exporting process. Yes, and after the exporting process, a message prompt should say that your conversion is complete. So just click OK. You might want to save your project first to make sure that you have a copy in case you wanted to change anything, adjust anything. Now let's see the final output here. Oh wait. So that is how you are going, that is how to do the video project on VSDC. Wait, let's play this if this is working. Okay, yes it is. Now that is how easy and how convenient to do video editing on VSDC. Thank you, happy editing, and see you around.